Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Pick and Pop. I am one of your two hosts, Mauricio. I am here with my boy, my sad boy, my French loving boy, my Mbappe loving guy, my took the L boy, Andy. What do you have to say?
So for context, Mbappe is my favorite player. So because Colombia is absolute dog shit, I decided to follow France from the start. Um, he's taking a moral victory because apparently Argentina won it for all Latinos, even though Argentina would have beat whoever would have made it at the other side of the bracket, whether they were Hispanic or not. They won for Argentina. He's Peruvian. They suck too.
Okay, first of all, this is my reason behind it, right? World Cup, no matter what Peru makes it or not, I know they're not getting into the finals, but regardless, I always go for any South American country because South Americans are better at soccer, aka football. Um, and yeah, the GOAT, the undisputed GOAT, the unarguable GOAT
Goat.
is officially Messi. Can't
Yup.
take anything away from that. But this is a basketball podcast. This is episode 9. So let's get it popping, bro. What's up? What's up? Talk to me.
So, just a little disclaimer before we get into these topics. Your boy's voice is absolutely gone because I just kept having somebody tapping me on my shoulder while France was down 2-0. And I got all the videos, and I told them the game wasn't over. And I
Mm-hmm.
just, as Mbappe took over the game, I just was losing
You
my
did.
voice because that's my boy. So, you're going to see me drink water. I'm going to have these pauses. It's going to suck for a little bit, but we're going to get through this. It's gonna be a little bit of a shorter episode. We want to kind of test it out with kind of like a lower episode, and you guys can let us know what you think about that. If you like the longer episodes that touch an hour, or if you like just kind of little topics here and there. Sometimes though, we just have too much to talk about, and we really want to get it out. Sometimes a lot of
Yeah.
stuff happens in a week, so
Yeah. But before we get into it, I do want to ask you, how was your weekend, bro?
it's been amazing so far, dog. It really has. Friday when I was shorty to a Salvadorian restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
The fucking eyebrow. I tried some food with her and it was really cool.
Uh-huh.
So that was a good Friday, and then Saturday went to work. It was really busy. I mean, bro, it's like the mall is absolutely insane right now. The weekend before Christmas, so like
Mm-hmm.
it was a nightmare. But I got home, chilled with family for a little bit, and then today started off with the World Cup. Went to go watch Avatar 2. Oh my god. Oh my god. That movie's
You went-
unbelievable. And now, just gonna close it out with the podcast. Just having a really good weekend. It's a lot of fun.
That's good, bro. That's good to hear. Yeah. For me, I was supposed to go to SantaCon yesterday, but I wasn't really feeling well, and neither was my girl. And my cousin is out on injury; he sprained his ankle, so like the squad really didn't go. Friday though, I was out for my boy Chris's girl's birthday. I introduced him, so I'm very proud about that. There's a clip of me on the dance floor, moving, dancing, and the whole time my only focus is on this Laker game that just fucking passed. I'm like this, just watching that shit. Funny as fuck. They were like, "Yo, what are you here for? Like to dance and get lit, or to watch the game?" I was just like, "Bro, if the game is on, I'm watching the game."
Right, right.
That was my excuse. But yeah, while talking about the game, everybody knows that over a certain amount of time, there's a lot of changes that happens. Whether it's rule changes or just name changes, things along those lines. But we have new trophies in the NBA. So
Mm.
Andy, like, what do you think about them?
I thought they were cool. Their postseason awards, and I think they're actually really cool.
Mhm.
Now, the thing that's a little weird to me is some of the players that they chose for some of the things.
Mhm.
So obviously the first one, the new league MVP, is going to be Michael Jordan's um,
Mhm.
trophy, which I think he deserves. When you're talking about MVP, you know, there's a lot of players that should have more. Kobe should have more. Like LeBron should have more, obviously. I even
Shaq.
think MJ should have more. Shaq should definitely have
Shaq too.
more. But
Hmm.
MJ was able to get, you know, 5 of them, and that's a lot. So like, I like that one actually. Um,
My question is, what do you think about the Jerry West one? I think that's the most clutch player one, right?
yeah, that Jerry West one's a weird one, because I think it's like a respect thing. Like they have a lot of respect for Jerry West in the NBA, but he's already the logo. And if you're
Mm-hmm.
talking about clutch player, like Jerry wasn't that. So it's a weird one. I know like Kobe couldn't really be considered because he already has the All Star Game MVP. But I don't know. The clutch one is just a little weird. I think you could have given that to a lot of other different players, like guys who are you could have given it to like Tim Duncan or something, like someone who's been there, done that, and was amazing under those kind of pressures. The defensive player of the year I like. Obviously, we
Mm-hmm.
talked about this. You had Dennis Rodman. I had Ben Wallace as our defensive
Yeah.
players of all time. But when you really look at like Hakeem, he was the best on both ends of the three of
Mm-hmm.
those players. So not only was he a monster on offense, but he was a beast defensively. And if you look at his like stats on steals, they're
Mm-hmm.
insane. So that one I definitely like. Will Chamberlain, Rookie of the Year. Mm, I don't know.
Bro.
I think
It-
that could have been like Magic's trophy because
Magic.
when he came in as a rookie, he won Finals MVP as a rookie, coming in and playing for Kareem when he was out of the game. He
Mm-hmm.
started at center and closed out and won his championship. And I just think that's definitely it. John Havlicek as a six man, I think that one's great. Yeah, I know my stuff on John Havlicek. He's widely regarded as the greatest six man of all time. Um, so
Russ got something to say about that. Russ got something to say about that, and I'm gonna stick to that.
okay.
Hey man, I'm gonna stick to my guns, bro. I said he could average a triple double off the bench if he really wanted to. He might do it now. AD's out, but we'll talk about that a little
He
later.
has to lap Jamal Crawford,
Russ got that
Lou
shit.
Williams.
Got that shit.
Nah.
he'll even, bro. He'll even pass Sean Livingston, and we already talked about
Nah.
how crazy he was.
Nah.
But in my opinion on the trophies, I like them. I think they were good picks. I like the way they look too.
Yeah, they're really cool.
But if we are changing trophies, change the fucking logo. I want it to be Kobe, and I don't want. I seen the two different Kobe logos that people have been putting up, like to change the logo.
Yeah.
And the one logo with him dribbling, I don't like it. I don't like that one. I think the best Kobe logo will be the jump shot because you can recognize that jump
Yeah.
shot anywhere. I think that should be the logo if they change it. And I don't even want it to be a if. I want them to change it. If they're giving Jerry West that
I
trophy, give
think
Kobe the logo.
yeah, I agree. Jerry West, I mean, there's just a massive level of respect, but Jerry West
Hmm.
is a top 20 NBA player of all time. Like if you're giving these massive awards, like you have to be in that top 10.
Hmm.
He was a monster for his time, but I mean, and then the George Mikan Trophy, most improved player, that's just like a weird little name drop. Like I get it, George Mikan is one of the catalysts of basketball, but nah, nah. There's just a few that I don't like, but overall, I'm glad that like guys are able to rack up these now. You know, you're gunning for the
Yeah.
Michael Jordan Trophy. You're gunning for the if you're a rookie coming in, you want that Will Chamberlain Trophy. So I think it
Hmm.
was a good little change for sure. All right, so Bleacher Report posted a list of the past six NBA draft classes, and I kind of wanted to get your opinion on them, what you think about them, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna pick our favorite and then like kind of break it down.
Okay.
So you have it. You know, we're both looking at it. I'm sure you guys
Hmm.
probably saw it. It's crazy. So I'm gonna let you go first. What do you think out of those? Who you taking out of those five?
Okay. So I'm passing on class of 2021.
Mhm.
Passing on that class because Scotty Barnes is on it, so I'm passing it. Um.
He played really well against the Nets, but Kyrie was too much. We're gonna get into that.
Yeah. For me, my lock is between class of 2019 and Oh
You
man,
gotta
it's
pick
between
one, bro.
2017, 2018, 2019, three goated ass draft classes, but I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm gonna go with class of 2017
Yeah,
because that class was stacked in my opinion.
yeah.
Um, you had De'Aaron Fox coming into the league at that point in time. There was the argument of who was faster with the ball, him or Russ. I remember that.
Mhm.
You have my boy Donovan Mitchell, who sent my boy home, unfortunately. But I'm not gonna lie, it was a good series to watch. And watching Russ take over in the second to last game before they went home was crazy. Because they were supposed to be out 4-1, and the fact that they were able to extend it was great to see.
Yeah,
Jason Tatum is also in this class, and we've already talked about Jason Tatum. He's a phenomenal player. He's currently I think he's currently leading the MVP race.
yeah. Definitely
At this
past
point in
Luca.
time. Yep, yeah, he has. And Luca looks very frustrated right now
Yeah,
also. Bam Adebayo is also in this draft class, and Bam is tough. We've seen how strong he is. We've seen him in the
that's what we
bubble.
want from
We've
Jersey
seen
attitude. That's the
hell yeah, bro.
cat. That's what Jersey is Bam
That's
Adebayo.
Jersey.
That's
Bam
Jersey.
is Jersey, bro. Just yeah, that's Bam. And then you got Laurie marketing. In my opinion, I think Laurie had a slow start, but it's picking up now, and he's a good player right now.
He's a
So
monster. He's the best player in Utah.
yeah, he is. And yeah,
He's
I'm
an all
gonna go
star.
with class of 2017. That's my pick of at like my favorite draft class, even though Ja is in the other one.
I'm glad you said that because I'm going with the class of 2019. I mean, let's just start, bro. Ja Morant. I still like
Fucking
consider Steph
monster.
Curry up there, but we talked about the top point guards. Ja Morant is unbelievable, and I just want him to have a long career because he is just the closest thing that I will get to seeing, Derrick Rose and what he was, and just it was just unbelievable to see Ja come in and do the things that he was doing because I was just getting flashbacks.
Yeah.
Darius Garland is not too far behind him as a guard. Like he is an absolute monster.
hmm
Jordan Poole, I mean, besides
Wow.
some of
What
the
an
carrying, but like he carries a lot, but Jordan Poole he might have one of the deepest bags in the NBA. Like when he's hot, he's unguardable, bro. He's
bro.
so
His
he's
development has
so
been nice.
oh he's
That
so
development.
flashy. Oh yeah, his development's crazy. Like
hmm
they have like another, they can extend Steph Curry's prime with that kid. Tyler Hero, I think he's had a little bit of rough patches, and he's figuring it out. But we know who Tyler Hero is. He is if at least he's a six man, but he's a starter in the NBA. And
Yeah.
last but not least, I mean, come on, dog. You got Zion. Zion stays healthy, bro. He's right behind Jason Tatum and KD and Giannis. Like he's in that top five. Like
Mhm.
you can't do nothing with that. Like you just can't do nothing with that. So I'm going with 2019 because Ja and Zion I think are the two of the best players. Like I think Tatum, Ja, and Zion are the best players on these lists, and
Mhm.
then Luca is right there with like all of them. So they're like,
Don't forget about Donovan, bro. Donovan Mitchell has been balling this season.
I think that both of us take those four guys ahead of Donovan Mitchell though.
I agree.
We
Yeah, I
take
agree.
Ja, we take Zion, we take KD, we take Giannis, we take
Yeah, definitely.
Luca. So like, you know what I'm saying?
I completely agree.
Tw-
So listen, the other day, no, my bad. Sorry to cut you off, but
no, you're
like
good. You're
the
good.
other day, I was listening to Max Kellerman talk, and he was like, how often do you see that one and two develop to be as well as they are? And this is the class of 2019 that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Zion went one. Obviously, he had a few injuries here and there during his career in the beginning, but now that he's healthy, got that baby fat off,
Ugh,
motherfucker's scary, bro. Like
shit's
we said, like
unstoppable though.
you want to take a Zion charge,
Nah.
and then you got John Morant. Obviously, he took he had a phenomenal start. One rookie of the year because Zion was out hurt. I really wanted to see that battle. I wanted to see which one of the two would win. It unfortunately Zion was hurt, but just one and two to be as good as they are and like just leading their teams the way they are is insane. Both of their teams are very good. They both have. I just it's hard to explain, bro. Like you said, like the Pelicans, they're going wild.
Zion's a weird one,
Pals are
man.
wild.
Cause like
Grizz? Wild too.
They're Zion's a weird one, bro. Because if I was a GM, right, and you came
Hmm.
to me and you showed me everything up until this point. Obviously, injuries are part of the game, but everything up until this point, you told me I gotta pick between Tatum and Zion, who I think are the two best players on the list. Like
Hmm.
I'm taking them over Luca because they can just do stuff on the other end that he can't do, and they're both averaging 30. So
Hmm.
like, there's no fall off there. I might take Zion, bro. Like if I know he's healthy, like I love Tatum, but like,
Taking JT.
ooh,
I'm
Zion.
taking
Like you saw
JT.
that. You saw he recreated the Duke block.
The block? Yeah, I saw that
Ooh,
shit.
that
Bro, I've been
boy
keeping up with
be
them pals, bro.
flying. He flies, bro.
That Zion is insane. He's disgusting.
We're talking about
Just
who are gonna finish
mm,
as some of the best players of
mm.
all time, dog. We're talking about two killers.
Bro, I'm telling you, these two will definitely bump people out of the top 10, depending on how their careers end, obviously.
Yeah, I could see them creeping into that top 20 once Jason Tatum starts winning championships and winning MVPs. I think so, dog.
Yeah, bro. Like he's
That
already on his way to
that could
get
be
that
like a
MVP.
future finals, bro. That could be
Mm-hmm.
this year's finals. The Pelicans and the Celtics.
Hells, cells.
Tough. We got to go to Boston if that happens. Ain't no way.
Ugh. I'll swallow the bullet or the bitter pill, and I'll go to Boston to watch that then. But
We almost have to, yeah.
yeah, we do. But Boston's cool, I guess.
Yeah.
But moving forward. Your boy Kyrie and your boy Utah
Utah Watanabe.
had a great finish against the Raptors. So since you, my boy, are the Nets fan here,
Yes, sir.
talk to me, bro. What did you think about your
Fourth
boys?
in the Eastern Conference. Everybody was writing us off. 11-3 since Kyrie Irving came back. That's all I gotta say. So look, check out the TikTok. We're gonna leave it down below because I'm going to make a video on the last like 4 possessions. I'm also gonna make a video about the win against the Pacers where we had Patty Mills and T.J. Warren and like all the young guys, like all the sophomore players and the guys that we were sending out to the G League, and I want y'all to see the potential with this team. That was Kyrie Irving's first game winner of his career.
That's insane.
Buzzer beater. Not game winner, because he's had game winning shots, but that was his first buzzer beater. When I heard that, I'm like, no, it's not. And then I think back and I'm like, oh my God, it is. Like, that's his first walk off buzzer beater.
Mm-hmm.
Before he hit that, Utah is shooting 73.6% from the corner, bro. On like 80 attempts. Like it's insane. He is automatic. And like
That boy's
Kyrie hit him
crazy.
with that pass and it was just perfect and Utah just nets that and like bro, I can't even describe how important Yuta Watanabe is to the Brooklyn Nets. He's a spark plug. He's scrappy. He plays defense. He contests everything. He's long. He's fast. But bro, he can shoot the fucking ball. And he can make hustle plays. And I just love our wing players and Royce. And I'm just so excited, bro, because the Nets are good. Like, they're really fucking good. And, like,
They were there.
we played the Celtics earlier. We lost, in this stretch. But the way we played the Celtics was so close that I was like, oh, nah. Nah. This year's different. We got tougher. We just got tougher. Claxton took a step. Like, oh, I love the Nets right now. I can't even, like, and so we mentioned Scotty Barnes. Scotty
Mhm.
Barnes had a crazy game against the Nets. His fourth quarter was tough. He was making shots that I was like, fuck. I gained a little bit of respect for Scotty Barnes, just the way that he competed and played. Like we mentioned it, but Fred VanVleet was automatic.
Yeah.
It was a good ass game. That was one of the better games of the season, and I'm so happy that the Nets are just playing good basketball, bro. That's it. Great basketball, I should say.
Mm-hmm. Nah, bro, your boys have really been cooking lately. They've been cooking up. They've you know,
Yeah,
ever since that Kyrie talk, not Kyrie, I'm sorry, the KD's little speech, they responded well,
yeah.
which is what I said. I was just like, yo, some people need that, and It looks like they did because look at the results. Kyrie came back. You said what? They're 3-11. I mean 11-3
Hmm.
since he's been back. That's great to see, and the way they played against the Raptors is just wild to see. Congrats on Kyrie getting his first game winner. Um, that's still crazy to think about. Kyrie, one of the most clutch players in the league, with that being his first buzzer
That's just a
beater like
crazy ass stat.
game
I
game winning
literally didn't
shot.
know that. That's just
Bro, I
crazy.
didn't know that until I saw it. Until like I saw it being announced. I was like, no fucking way,
But
bro. Like
and then you
what?
think back, and it's like probably the closest was the Christmas game against Golden State in
Hmm.
2017. That first, or yeah, 2016.
Bro, Christmas games are always like
That
phenomenal to
was
watch.
insane. That turnaround on Clay, that wasn't even a buzzer
Hmm.
beater, but that was close because there was like,
It was.
you know, but yeah,
Before I forget, if you're enjoying the video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. We really appreciate it. And we'll obviously keep bringing you this content that we got going on, and we're having fun with it.
yeah.
So to continue on with our new short episode, you just discussed about how you guys lost to the Celtics recently,
Mhm.
and the Lakers also lost to the Celtics recently, and they played very
Sold.
well. Yeah, they
I
sold
hated
that
that
shit.
loss because
They should have
they
won
should
that.
have won that. 100%
They
they
should
should
have
have won
won
that.
that. Russ showed up in overtime. I don't know where everybody else was. And then the game that I was talking about earlier about when I was on Friday. Yeah, the game on Friday where Anthony Davis got hurt and they still won against Denver. This is now the second time I believe that they've beaten Denver, and they won against them without AD, which is very good to see in my opinion. The thing is, now your big gun is out. Anthony Davis was the go-to guy, and depth is an issue in this lineup in my opinion. You got Russ and Braun. They're gonna give you they're gonna make plays. They're gonna give you buckets. But that big threat that everybody in every team was starting to respect again, and like just focused on, was Anthony Davis. And the fact that he's out now is gonna put more pressure on Russ and Braun to make shit happen, because now the defenses don't have to worry about Anthony Davis going into the post and just bullying their uh their center out of the way and just either hitting the shot, making the dunk, or catching the lob, because he's not there anymore. He's out for a month. I hope he comes back soon, because they need him. But I really want to see how the team responds
Yeah.
to this news. I want to see if they are going to respond in a positive way and just be able to develop more, because if they're able to develop more as a team while AD is out, that means that when AD goes to sit down for rest, they're going to be able to still produce on the offensive side of the floor. Obviously, you lose defense when AD gets off the floor, but a good highlight of like not a good highlight, but a good product of AD getting hurt, unfortunately, was Thomas Bryant. Thomas Bryant had a game against Denver. Like, he
Hmm.
was not scared of the two-time MVP. He went at him. He caught his lobs. Him and Russ had like a good like what 2 minutes of just being here with each other. They were just there. It was
He's
great to
nice.
see. It was a great win. Yeah, especially after ACL
I've been waiting
injury.
for his little coming out party because he's
Hmm.
always been good.
Yeah, and now that he's there, bro, now that they're gonna focus on him now. Like, they're gonna try to like get him, like lift him up while AD's recovering. But so, what is your opinion on the injury?
I mean, we knew it was coming. Unfortunately, like it didn't surprise me. Whenever I see him limping, it's just like okay, like I knew this was coming. Um,
Hmm. Bro, it was in
Obviously,
the air though, bro. His foot got caught on Jokic in the air.
you wanted to see it, bro. You wanted to see him like be healthy, but there's just
He-
something about Anthony Davis. I feel like I don't even think it's fragile. I think it's like his fault. Like I'm starting to think it's his fault. Like some of like the crazy like freak ones, obviously I understand. But there's a
Mhm.
few that I feel like are his fault, just the way like he's landing or the way he throws his legs.
Mhm.
Like it's weird. Like he flails in the air sometimes. Like it's really fucking weird. Like
No, yeah.
when Dwight Howard used to catch lobs or when he was like posting somebody up and he would jump, it's both legs straight up. Like he's just like I know AD doesn't have the jumping ability that Dwight has, But you
Mm-hmm.
have to trust your legs. Like you're flailing in the air, you're giving them weird angles, like you're coming down at really weird spots. When you flail in the air, you can like move yourself slightly and land like in a different spot. You get what I'm saying? If you're jumping
Yeah.
up straight with like a clear, the way Zion jumps. Perfect example is the way Zion attacks the basket. Everything straight. If you see him, he just moves like a missile. Like he just goes up. Like he literally just goes up.
Word.
Um, I hear what you're saying, but I'm not too scared about the Lakers
Okay.
because Russ is going to continue to play his role. Um, I could see them starting him. I can see like Darvin Ham thinking like, oh, AD's out, so I need Russ like out here to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think his teammates trust him more now, so I think it'll be a different Russ starting. But if they're gonna keep him the same, Lonnie Walker's been really good.
I
Austin
agree.
Reeves is always going to be solid. Obviously, you mentioned Thomas Bryant, but Goat Goat's been resting.
Mm.
He's been resting. Like he's 26, 6 and 7. He's been chilling because AD's been 30 and 15.
Bro, he's been right behind AD every time AD has a monster game. Braun is right behind,
But it's like
and
now,
then like matching the assist would be Russ.
you remember last year the stretch
Mm-hmm.
that Braun went on.
Yo, averaging 30.
We're gonna see
Yo,
him go on one of those stretches with multiple 40s coming up here until AD comes back because he has to. They
in
have to
year
climb.
20.
They have to climb the standings a little bit before he comes back.
Mm-hmm. And he is in year 20. My boy is gonna be
It
38
sucks. It sucks how much
soon.
he's being asked for. It really
Mm-hmm.
does. But
It does.
what are you gonna do? There's nothing you can do because AD is not available. So
Mm-hmm.
let's see something. Today they play the Wizards.
Yeah.
Tomorrow they have the Suns.
Yeah. I want.
The
I.
next 6 games, right? You got the
Mm-hmm.
Kings, which is tough. You got the Hornets, which they should win. The
Mm-hmm.
Mavericks is a toss up. They should beat the Magic. They should beat the Heat. And they should beat the Hawks. And they have the Hornets and Heat again, the Hawks again, the Kings again. Like they play these same teams in this stretch. You're talking about
Mm-hmm.
like 8 games that they could easily walk out 7-1
Yeah.
if they're playing good Lakers basketball.
I
But I
agree.
mean, they're at the 12th. They're basically, let's see, they are 3 games back away from the 8th seed. I think they can come out of this stretch at least like above 500.
I would love to see that, bro.
I think they
Like
could.
they need that. No, they do. Like I said, this is a test for them. They got to see how they're gonna produce with AD out.
100%.
Thomas Bryant is in my opinion, he's somebody to look at right now because he's gonna get more minutes now that AD's out.
Yep.
Unless they throw Wenyan and Gabriel in there too.
I'm not a
Um,
fan.
you don't like Wenyan
I'm not a fan
Gabriel?
of him. Nah, he's really inconsistent. I don't know. I don't see
He needs to
anything.
finish them shits, bro. He needs to.
He's athletic, but like he doesn't have good fundamentals in my opinion.
Yeah, but like I said, Thomas Bryant is something to look at. I really, really wish that AD would have been back when they go up against the Suns, cause like, bro, like fuck the Suns. Devin
Yeah.
Booker has been balling though.
Monster.
Devin Booker has been balling, so that's something to look out for.
Monster.
But that's a game to circle on your calendar and see what's going on with it.
So we're gonna keep, like we said, this episode a little short, but we have a pretty cool question of the day. And like always, if you guys have any underrated ones that you guys want to talk about, put it in the discussion, and we will definitely get back to your comment. Um,
We will.
what's the NBA trade or NBA rumored signing that would have changed the NBA forever?
Yeah, I already know which one I'm going with. Christopher to the Lakers along with Kobe.
Mm,
That would have shook up the league. That was
yeah,
also back when Christopher was younger and he was balling and he was also good on defense.
yeah.
He's not a cone like the way he is now. But that would have changed a lot. That would have That would have just made life so much easier for Kobe as well. Bro, they would have ran through the league at that point. And the way I see it, like, how could you stop that?
That would have been the best passer that Kobe ever played with, and that
Hmm.
part of bringing up the ball, he would not even have to worry about. That would have
More
been
energy to save.
unbelievable.
More energy for offense. Like, bro, Christopher would have made the game easier for him.
Mm.
Just the way he could just create.
Mm.
I hate the way he plays with the extra shit, but like he would have been doing that shit too,
Mm.
and it would have created more possessions for them as well, because
100%.
that would have shook up the league, and there's a reason why it didn't go through. Like, come on now, like if it didn't go through, it's for a reason, and well, I just said it, they would have walked through the league at that point.
In 2011, that first year with the Clippers, CP3 was coming off of, being like a 20 point per game scorer in on those Pelicans. But yeah, no. So in 2011, the year that we're talking about, where that trade was gonna happen,
Hmm.
he averaged 20 and 9 assists, and he was sharing that scoring with Blake Griffin. DeAndre Jordan was catching his lobs.
That was Lob City.
Jamal Crawford, like the points were going other places, and he still averaged 20. So now he gets more shots on the Lakers, and Kobe only has to worry about scoring and playing defense. My God, that would have been special for sure.
Like I said, they would have ran through the league.
That would have been
Just
special.
gone.
Yeah.
What about you? What do you think? Change the NBA or shook it up?
There was a report back in 2016 that
Mm.
Bleacher Report talked about, and it was going around that the Cavs wanted to pair Kevin Durant with LeBron James. If the Cavs would have done that right, and if KD would have like said, you know what, I know I lost to you, and I know like if I do this Golden State shit, like I can beat you, and all I want to do is beat you. But if we get together, bro, they would have probably had to move Kyrie. Or
Yeah.
because Kevin was a free agent, you would have had to trade your big contracts in Kevin Love. You would have to probably do some buyouts. Like the cap space probably wasn't crazy, but you were paying Iman Shumpert, you were paying J.R. Smith, you were paying Tristan Thompson. Like
Mhm.
the money would have been tight, but it was tight in Golden State. Like they had one of the craziest payrolls ever. But bro, LeBron James and a 30-year-old Kevin Durant, 29, 30-year-old Kevin Durant. What?
That's special.
It wouldn't have been fair, dog.
It wouldn't have,
They would
and
have
it still wasn't fair.
played the Warriors that 2017 year with or without Kyrie. They would have obliterated them for back to back. They could have gone for a three-peat.
Definitely.
I think if they got together and stayed together for 5 years, they'd get 3 or 4.
Yeah, I could see
And
that.
LeBron would have been sitting at like 6 rings. KD would have been sitting at like 4,
3 or 4.
and he'd have one of those Finals MVPs, and they just would have dominated everybody. And we would be talking about the greatest duos of all time, like Magic, Kareem, Scotty, and Mike. It would have been LeBron and KD. And I wish, outside of Olympics and All Star games, I wish I would have got to see that because
Oh yeah.
they're perfect. It's the perfect combo. What do you think about
Yep.
that?
I agree. That shit would have.
The
I
perfect
think,
combination.
bro, it really is, because like it's basically like a larger version of what Kobe and CP3 would have been,
Yeah.
because they're just bigger. Like KD just focuses on scoring. Braun obviously gets his quick 25 to 30 because he's just Braun. Like, and he was
Bron
also
can
like,
get you through the game, and KD can close it
yeah,
out every time.
hell yeah. And not just that, bro. Braun is over here facilitating and shit. He's being the point guard that he was meant to be. at that size too, bro.
Oh,
That
2018 LeBron and KD. Oh, oh,
I'm telling you,
oh,
bro.
that's a chip. That's a chip.
Bro, the Thanos.
Thanos and KD, that's a chip. Even if Kyrie still goes to Boston, just the
Mhm.
two of them is enough, bro. The two of them would
That's
have
all
been
you need,
enough.
bro. You just need two players that could like coexist that well together.
And Kevin
Like
Durant became such a good passer, and he had shooters. He had JR to kick it out to. Like,
Mhm.
oh my goodness, that would have been unbelievable.
That would have been crazy to see. I would have still been sad though, because he would have been leaving my boy, but
Those would have been some good
it
matchups
happens.
against the
It would
Cavs.
have, bro. It
But the
would
only
have.
problem is that instead of having like Steph, I know Steph's great, and Clay and all them, like he would have had LeBron. Like it's like his teammate is LeBron. You got one and two best players in the world. Like I
You
want to
got two
see
top five
that.
players.
I want to
The two
see
top
that.
five players.
I
Yeah.
wish we get to see that. Like I wasn't old enough to watch Kobe and Shaq when they were two of the top five players playing on the same team. Like Steph Curry and KD were two of the top five players playing on the same team. But it
We got to
one
see
and
AD and
two,
Braun.
but one and two though.
Yeah, facts.
I want to see one and two. I feel like Kobe and Shaq were one and two at one point.
I agree.
Like damn, I want to get to see that one day.
No, yeah, at that time, 2018, Braun was still one.
And
That's when the
KD
debates
was
were going
right
on.
there.
KD really was right there. Oh man, imagine seeing that though.
Mm, mm. It would have been
Just
scary. It would have been scary.
bro, Braun driving that shit to close the game, kicks it out for the three to make sure that like
You can't
you
double.
can't come back.
You can't
You
double
can't
either of
double
them.
either. Yeah,
Because KD will find LeBron. He'll make that pass.
yeah. And
Mm-mm.
LeBron, and at that point in time, LeBron was athletic enough to just catch it anyway
Oh my god.
and go with it.
Oh my gosh. Imagine a pick and
Yeah.
pop with those two.
Oh, oh.
Oof. KD sets that pick for LeBron, gets right through pop. Oh, that's
Ah,
unstoppable. Unstoppable.
that shit's scary, bro.
Unstoppable. We would if they would have played together, we would have had to do a whole segment because they would have been the actual definition of our podcast name.
Mm-hmm.
They would be
They
the
would have.
perfect pick and pop.
Mm-hmm.
My
Mm-hmm.
gosh. I don't even want to keep like stretching it out. Like that would just be unbelievable.
That, bro, that would that would have killed the league.
If
That's perfect answers for the Warriors at that point in time.
if Mauricio like says it all the time, or Mauricio says it all the time, but if you
Mm-hmm.
guys are one of those people who does like simulations, put CP3 on that 2011 team, put Kevin Durant on the 2017 Cleveland Cavaliers, and match those two up and see who wins. Cause keep
Word.
all the other teams the same, just make those two changes, and
That would be crazy.
damn,
That would be crazy, bro. Oh
crazy.
man,
Fuck.
that's wild. But let's not let this shit drag anymore. If you liked the video, if you enjoyed us, if you enjoyed our topics, if you enjoyed the shit that we had to say, and our opinions and comments, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. We're really enjoying this. This is really episode 9. We got Christmas coming up pretty soon. Christmas Eve. We got the Christmas games coming up. Really looking forward to those. Anything you want to add, Andy?
Nah, that's it, man. We got some good basketball coming up. I'm really
Mm-hmm.
excited. Just
Mm-hmm.
everybody's playing better, and I'm glad that the league is starting to spread out a little bit. We have the guys that are tanking.
Yeah.
Orlando has given up. They are they Orlando and Detroit have given up.
Yeah.
They are the two teams that are pretty much leading outside of Houston, obviously, because I mean Houston's just got an insane like they're just running for these picks, but Detroit completely gave up. They're waiting for Victor. Everybody and their mama's waiting for Victor. Victor's about to shake things up, and we have to talk. We're gonna talk about him next podcast. We gotta really
Yes, we
break
are.
down Victor because he's something special.
He could be him. He could be him.
That
He
might be
really
the
could be him.
next one, people. Like I know
That,
Zion and
mm-hmm.
them but I'm saying as soon as he gets to the league, he's in the
Bro,
finals 2, 3 years later on some LeBron shit, dog. On some
bro.
Kobe shit, like on that shit, bro.
Did you see the picture of him and Travis Scott together?
Travis looked like a child next to Victor.
Yo, bro, what? That's
Victor made him
insane,
like nervous. Like Travis's
bro.
face was funny as hell. He's looking
Just
up at
the
him. Nah, that
fuck.
shit's crazy.
That's wild, bro. Just
He might be one of them, bro.
he really might.
France just
But
makes superstars.
huh?
France just makes superstars. They just make legends. Like
No, I can't take that because Rudy Gobert's from France. But whatever. Anyway, with that being said,
I'll give him that. Rudy some
thank you,
ass. Rudy some trash.
Rudy Basura. But anyway, with that being said, thank you so much for watching us. Thank you so much for joining us. This has been Pick and Pop episode 9 signing off. Thank you very much for showing up. Peace.